Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the...
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
On first down, it's Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain.
On the stop was Aaron Donald.
2nd and 10 at the Rams' 22-yard line.
Another run with Sanders. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11th. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half, maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A shotgun snap for Goff. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, L.A.
Complete to number 17.
4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead.
Conversion.
They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
He's not going to give you. Slam. 657. Check. Motion to the backfield.
From the gun, it's Wentz. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 33. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
At the 9-yard line.
After the interception, here's Goff. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Extra point.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. At the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Going deep here for Watkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Trying to go back to Watkins. And now it's 2nd down. Wentz going to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. And this is caught by Jackson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Check. Lucky. Check.
On 1st down, Wentz. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Wentz's throw taken in by Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
No gain on the play.
2nd down and goal. Wentz. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Corey Clement, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are back within a score. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they're already thinking ahead as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Brought down by Nate Gehry. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw over the middle taken in. Touchdown, L.A. Van Jefferson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Being chased out left. Now a desperation throw. He's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Eagles. Here's Wentz to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 23 yards, the final tally.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. This is caught. Watkins. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now the Rams have got It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. Taken in the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble now, great field position. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, CD, that was a well-orchestrated drive by Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, and how about the way he capped it off, too? Orchestrate the drive and then let everybody know exactly who the guy is on the field you've got to watch on every play. Finishes it off with a touchdown run.
They'll try and run with Ingram, and he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for two and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Deontay Johnson. A gain of 15. 1st down, Steelers.
It's like 80. Nickel, 66.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Schuster.
But there is a certainty in this game. We know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there. And, look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete. But they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. He's at the 30, 20, 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Complete to number 19.
Juju Smith-Schuster, 71 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
The 38-yard line.
Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 47-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Ingram looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score.
Chris Boswell on for the point after.
Huge play by the defense. Not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Baltimore.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. After the sack on first down, Jackson over the middle here to Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, it's Ingram. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Ball carrier. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
The tackle made by Mike Hilton. A gain of 2 makes it third.
On third down, Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down. To try again after the sack. Jackson is going to find his running back. It's complete.
Jackson.
A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a third and about 13. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Here's Jackson on third and long. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Cameron Hayward able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
For the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
54 yards.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. 41's coming. 41's a mic. Hey,
Again on second and 10, it's Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs, first and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Jackson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. And Jackson throwing once more. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
1st and goal.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Ravens take over.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 40.
Yeah, baby.
Pass the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 93 yards. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
Justin Tucker.
So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bolt for your team, and off he goes to the races.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. And they get to it with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the work.
And Big Ben intercepted a third time. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now a play fake here on first down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Brown. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards the pickup there. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Ingram. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll run with Dobbins. They'll try to, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Ravens 26.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Calais Campbell picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
Roethlisberger's pass.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down.
Like 20.
Here we go on fourth down with Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
It's a gain of 3. First down.
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
14.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38.
He's going to run again. First down and more for Jackson. And finally marked down at the 23. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Complete.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
29.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes in.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
A pickup on the play of 54 yards.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, there's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Ben to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? His pass caught at the 4. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50, the 40, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, it will make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Makes the score Ravens 36, Steelers 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. That catch good for only a couple.
27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Calais Campbell on the stop. A 3-yard gain on the play.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Got an open man, it's Washington. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Today's final score, Ravens 36.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
autumn has arrived in the mid-Atlantic region of the U.S., and it is a glorious afternoon at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
To kick off for Pittsburgh.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
30-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
J.K. Dobbins, the ball carrier.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The ball carrier.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
It's 4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe some explanations.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Here we go. 230. I can't believe what you play. I can't believe you
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
16-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Roethlisberger. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he's in. And touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Samuels, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Ravens nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The 22 more yards there and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Jalen Samuels.
The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Washington.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown.
2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Ravens nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
5-yard line.
To throw again, Jackson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Dobbins. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Ravens nothing.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Jackson. Trying to lay one up deep. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. And now it's 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They go play action now. Jackson flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And now this throw complete to Washington. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
First down.
Now Connor on the toss left side. 11 more on that one and another first down.
A good carry and a first down by James Conner, and this Pittsburgh team is really hoping he's back in form because last year the entire Pittsburgh offense suffered without Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback. James Conner only 715 combined yards, but in 2018 he was a Pro Bowl running back. Combined yardage that year, 1,470. They're hoping for 2018 James Conner in 2020.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Steeler first down.
230. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Roethlisberger will throw. He's going to launch it for Washington. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
11 yards.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Jackson's throw caught here by Boykin. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again, Jackson. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Dobbins. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens cut into that lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
16 yards. First down, Steelers.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. He's going to fire this thing deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
9-yard line.
Let's get it. 180. Touchdown.
To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
3-yard line.
230. 58 right there. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight. At 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Hey, I'm coming.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown.
Eric Ebron. Touchdown.
3 first-half touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Steelers 24, Ravens 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going for the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards.
First and goal, Pittsburgh.
The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
They'll try to run it. This is counter. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Big Ben with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 24. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And 22 more yards there and another first down. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he will score. Touchdown. Baltimore. Touchdown. Devin Duvernay. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and run with Ingram. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16.
Ravens 15. Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 15. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside, they can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. from the shotgun. He'll throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 23 yards on the play.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Johnson.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Roethlisberger's pass.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
19 yards.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Right back to Connor here on 1st. And he's got some space here. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
The ball carrier.
James Conner, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get...
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. So now once again, the Ravens will go for 2. They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get in for the 2 points, as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9.
Steelers 38, Ravens 29. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He was covered.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. And some room to work. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Touchdown, Raven.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And his throw here is incomplete. Then he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Roethlisberger going to get this one to Connor. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Roethlisberger. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They go draw play. This is Samuels. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Ravens' 34-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Roethlisberger to throw. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On first down, it's Samuels. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Tackle made.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Roethlisberger. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there. So I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
35. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson options out left. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach. Doesn't smile a whole lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Again, a run with Connor. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Today's final score, Steelers 45.